going on? Flies are bad. I shouldn't have come up here, but anyway, can't do it anywhere else. Oh, there's that strainer. Someone jumped in. It's probably Ariana. What's going on? Just tried a bit of yabbying, but I got about 4 or 5 eating size. The rest are from that big, like just hatched, to about that, and then a few eating size. We're gonna grow them up to use as bait or eat, whichever comes first. Probably bait, which is another reason why I've said update in the title. How's the sound? All right there? It's pretty windy today. Probably see the grass moving behind me. Yeah. That's why I'm here, because it's always seems to blow that direction for some reason. Okay. Forgot my other phone to read messages. Although I don't expect a hell of a lot of people to come in. All the saws from the last startups are still in the car. One that I didn't start, that I haven't started for a while, is sitting in the right behind the phone there. I can't start the XL12 because it sounds like the coil's loose. No way. Actually, the same saws are in the car from the last 2 startups. Puffy dogs. They're sick. They're not big enough. They're going to be like, we get them here at the survey. They put not Kerenskis, they call them a Kerensky, but they're like a chorizo sausage. They're about that long, and they just wrap pastry around them, and I don't know how much they charge, but they're pretty good. If you get a spicy one, but they always seem to put just standard chorizos in them. We have those too. Sick. Yeah, BP's with the Wild Bean Cafe, like not the Wild Bean Cafe. What is it? I forget what it is, but as long as they do takeaway, they should do it. I find that's a current, like a trend for the BP truck stop, basically, the service centres. Has it got fuel in it? Nope, can't start that. I didn't bring the jerry can. That's a bummer. All I can do is show it off. I've done a startup video on it anyway. Hang on a second, I'll just try and get this fuel cap back on it. Because it's right. Oh, yeah. I never thought of that. I wonder if they got replacement caps. It's the 070 I brought up to start, but it's got no fuel in it. I didn't bring the jerrycan. That's a shame. Anyway, I'm not really here to start up, only if people want me to. I was hoping some more people would pop in. Darcy will probably get the notification shortly. Well, I haven't even told him of my plans. Forgot that. No, the ashtray's not in here. Joe Daniels, what's going on? See, it's snowing over there. I wish it was snowing here. Bloody hot today. It was. I don't know what degrees it is today, but yesterday it was about 20, 23, 24 degrees. Beautiful, overcast and raining. We were actually sitting on the edge of a dam trying to catch some yabbies, which is crayfish or crawfish for a feed, but we managed to get 60 or 70 from about that size to that size. I wanted to feed. I got enough to have an entree today, but the rest are like I'm going to be using them for bait, freshwater fishing. What are the plans? I'll let you know when I get some more people in. I will get views after the live, like what I tend to do. Excuse me. I mean, what is it to do with the channel direction? I find there's too many people doing chainsaw stuff. I kind of can't do that at the moment. I could do it, but I can't film it. So yeah, I can't film it like I used to be able to in the old house. The new plan's are probably 3 degrees. Yep, I did see the snow video. I come across them this morning. There was about 3 or 4. There was your community post with an axe in the picture, and then I think there was a video of you driving through snow or walking through snow. Yeah, it's at a guess it's about 29 degrees Celsius here at the moment. I've had 2 shirts on all day. I went yabbying this morning. I had like an old security shirt rag on. I think there's a video of me in this shirt in the garage. If not, I did do some saw work in that shirt because I can wipe my hands on it. It's basically just a rag, and I've kept it all this time. Sun's out for gone for a minute. I'll take me. I had a haircut last night or the night before. Yeah. So what time is it? What time is it there? It's about, say it's 2 o'clock here, midday or midnight. No, it can't be midnight. Might be midnight. It might be too late for the other guys overseas. 7:30, beautiful. Yeah, I knew I was close to that. Something like that. I think Nick Pixel will be, they're 14 hours behind us. So if I start at 5:20, it's 10:30 there. It's 10:08, so it'll be the same time. Yeah. One thumbs up. Thank you. My last live stream was just a wing it. I was thinking to myself, standing at the doorway of the shed, I should just bring the chair out here and show what I got, because I'm actually thinking about selling the whole lot. Well, not the whole lot, but the saws I run regularly I'll keep, or I've ported. The ones I've ported I'll keep, obviously, but I'm thinking of getting rid of the whole lot. Because what's the word I'm trying to think of? My past life passion has been returned, if that makes sense. I knew it would happen. It's only a matter of time. I'll have to put that back on. 12 minutes. That's not good. Need some duckbill valves there, Leon. Should be right. See how windy it is? Yeah, you can. My shirt's moving now. Feels good going across the back. Oh, I forgot. I didn't do that. There we go. Phone's on charge, but I don't know if it's charging because I can't. Actually, I can. Give me a sec. I don't know if it's going to stop the live feed or what. Why? On charge. You guys still there? I can see the little thing up top of the screen. It says I'm still there, but I don't know if I'm still there. There we go. If I could just touch that. Sick. I did see the photo of the axe from memory, because I got up at 6 o'clock this morning, made a coffee, ventured out to the garage because that's where I sit and I watch videos and that while everyone's still asleep. And I just thought I'll scroll on my homepage. Said Jay Daniels Off Grid, and there was a picture of you holding an axe with the heel facing the camera. Then I swear I seen a video, or it could have been just a picture of, might have been a picture of snow, because you and Tin Man had snowing at Tin Man's house as well. I haven't watched I watched a little bit of muffler delete this morning, just the for sale video of that 2511T, and one of Buchan's shorts and one of Killinger's shorts. That was all I watched. Other than that, it's other stuff. Since the last live feed in the forest, I haven't touched the chainsaw. Actually, I might have. I finished off my Mac collection, and that was it. I haven't touched the saw since. The XL2 still has half a tank of fuel in it. See how quick it starts. I haven't started these since the last live. Not bad. Revealed that yet. I don't know if I reveal it or I ask my subscribers that question, because I might lose everyone, maybe. I don't know. That's why I did this live. I mean, I'd like to ask the question now, but there's only 2 people watching. Darcy will understand, because I reckon he's on the same ballpark as me, like same thinkings as me, but Darcy came from dirt bikes to chainsaws, because chainsaws are cheaper, obviously, but these 3.5 weeks every year just kills us. What was it? Was 5 years ago or something, I had to sell 3/4 of my collection to pay bills. I haven't had to do that this year, but we are flat broke at the moment. Someone else just popped in. How you going? Yeah, it was homemade coffee. You normally see me with I bought coffee. They're $8.30 each now. I just want to ask, like, as many people that comes in. I'll get the views after it, but no one really comments. They'll thumbs up it if they like it, but I just thought I'd make a live because I didn't want to be at home making a video in a messy garage, because it's turned upside down since building the 041, the ported 041. Oh, well, the last ported McCulloch, which is in the back of the car, the 710 auto ported. yeah, realistically, I've only got all the saws for building saws for YouTube for you guys, but I don't have a fireplace now, so I don't really require a saw. I like going out in the forest and making videos. I don't have anywhere to store timber to sell it every winter now. Only I can cut 2 cubic metres and leave it in the trailer, but if we need the trailer for rubbish, then I'm without a trailer if I don't sell the timber, firewood. And I need the shed for other stuff. The shed's full of saw parts, and well, I've got 5 or 6 whippersnippers. I only need one. I've got the home light version of a whippersnipper, which is this actual motor mounted to a whippersnipper. It's a Super 2 engine. It doesn't have so it's got the head, but it doesn't have the bit that cuts the cord. I haven't even bothered getting it running. I just give it a squirt of fuel and it fired. So I've got 8, 9 lawnmowers. I only need one. I can't bring myself to get rid of them. I got you remember that one that Pa Jones had, the old Victor with it's like the ones that we had out at the farm before you blew it up. I got 2 of them, 1970s Victor Mayfairs. They both start first pull. I can't bring myself to get rid of those because the one that Pa Jones gave me got stolen out of that house in Narromine on the main street. So I can't bring myself to get rid of them too. Got a couple there with Honda engines. One's a Victor mulch 19-inch cut. It just keeps cutting it and then puts it down. It is sad. Oh well, it is, but yeah, I don't know. But I just think of this other path that I'm thinking of is probably going to be better. In saying that, none of the McCullochs will be going. I don't think. They're my favourite at the moment. The home lights and the McCullochs will probably stay. The Huskies and the Stills and everything else will probably go, I reckon. I had an offer on the home light 750, but I didn't have an offer. I had a bite. I just woke up one morning, checked my emails, and there was a comment there. Is it for sale? I said, oh, it's not. The guy I got it off doesn't really want me to sell it, but in other words, it's going to sit here and do nothing. So I said that it might need a new piston. I don't think it's that bad. I could probably clean it up. I said, oh, I'm in Australia, but make an offer, and that was the last I heard about that. Flies are bad up here. I'm sitting on a blue poof. Someone's dumped rubbish up here since the last time I was up here doing a live feed, and I walked straight over and grabbed it because I'm sitting on it. Because Kieran's got the car, she's got the 2 milk crates we're sitting on while we're yabbying, and my other chair's broken. I might have missed something while I was babbling just then. No, I didn't. It's a Neotech clone saw. I'll show you. I paid $470 for it, and I've modified a 25-inch bar and chain. Me and Darcy have ran it once out on the out in the forest. Oh, I didn't film it. Oh, it's had one tank, 1.5 tanks of fuel through it. I bought that, excuse me, I bought that to port it and run. I bought it to port it and race it in the 105cc class at Sawfeast. Now I have sorry about that. I didn't bring my other phone to saw buyers are cheap. Oh yeah, I know. Well, a second hand, for instance, I could say it could be three or fourth hand. Still 660s are selling here for still over $1,000 each. You can get the odd one for like $600. There's hardly any paint left on it. That's what they want. There is a Canadian there's a Canadian, I forget the model, it's a gear drive version of the 80cc it's a 220 Canadian, so the gear drive version of the 210. It's been for sale for at least 3 years now for $1,200. They're not going to get $1,200. That's why it's still for sale. For instance, 051s are still going for about $450, $500. But the Neotech I paid $470. No bar and chain. And it's had one whole tank and probably half through it, I reckon. It's empty now. Does have the flywheel nut. I'm going to have to change it out because it's actually the flywheel nut off my 084. I ordered some from the bearing shop, which is also a nut and bolt shop here in town. So I put that on so I can run it while I was waiting. So the flywheel nut will be coming off because it's a genuine 084 flywheel nut. But yeah, apart from that, that's it. I haven't had any problems apart from the flywheel nut from Neotech themselves. I haven't even had the air filter cover off. I'm just taking it off now to have a look. I'll show you the air filter. It's got half a load of wood. There's a few fines. That's it. I don't think there's anything down the throat of the carb. I'll just run my finger in there. Nothing. So yeah, I bought it to port it for Saw Feast, but got kicked out and that build didn't eventuate, so I actually fit the bar and chain on to take it out to run it in a bit before I ported it to see how it goes. It's pretty much off its head, but it would be with a 25-inch sprocket nose bar on it. Yeah. It's a good saw. Pity I couldn't cut with it a bit more. Maybe put a 404 full chisel chain on it instead of a semi. I think I have sharpened this chain since we used it. Feels like it. Oh, these flies. If I could sell the clones, I'll sell the clones. Problem is, that's the only stock one I've got. I think, yeah. Four people watching, one thumbs up. What's going on? Should be right. I'll get those thumbs up. Hopefully. Darcy, if you're watching, I haven't seen anything yet. Same as where I am. Oh, the prices of the 660s and stuff, even 395s, they're gone. They're actually a little bit cheaper than the 066 660s. I've got a stock one. The one I built, put together out of OEM bits. The only Chinese bit, the Chinese bits on it is the starter and the air filter cover and pre-filter. Everything else is OE. I think I have an air filter cover there. I'll have to see when I clean up. Not getting wind noise? Shouldn't be. 2 thumbs up. Darcy must be watching. What about vintage? What's today? Sunday. Should be on. Vintage will probably take the high rate. What is that? These flies. And the glare is not helping. Don't think I've got any sunnies. Sunnies won't help. I wonder. Go away. No filter changes that. I can barely see. Too much glare. Might have to start a saw up. These flies are, I don't have anything smoky enough. I have, so from biggest to smallest, 2100 CD, 394 ported, 394 high top. My 575 XP ported, 576 XP, 365 big ball, that's 76.5 cc. Then I've got the Chinese clone 371, a 365 clone that's ported that I'm yet to test, and it's not even, oh, there's the shorts of it, that's it. Then a 268 special, I believe it's a 50mm top end. That needs bottom end rebuild, new bearings, seals. Does run though. 281, 288 XP, ported. The 288 is, the 281 isn't. The 350 Husky ported and a 44 white top, which I think is a special or a rancher, 44. That's stock standard. What else? That's all the Huskies I've got. I've got a T5, I think it's a 540. Is it a 540 or a 350? No, it wouldn't be a 350. Top handle's been run over. The engine's still got compression and the clutch and all that's there. Just I held onto it just in case of another crankcase or chassis turned up. And I've got almost enough bits to build another clone 372. I just need crank, top end, and everything else I've pretty much got. I've got cases, fuel tank, handlebar, top, starter covers, clutch cover I might not have. But yeah, I've only got about 10 Huskies or whatever it is. Still, I've got 660, the Pharmatech 660, 070 clone, 661, 305 ones, 404 ones, and enough bits to build another one. 045, 381. The 381's about 5 hours old. I don't run it. It just sits there on the shelf. Not really a fan because it doesn't pull a 25-inch bar. The 381 doesn't pull a 25-inch bar like an 038 Magnum. I do not know why. Maybe it's a bad one from the factory. Maybe the decomp's leaking. I don't know. I haven't tested it. I just got it, chucked the bar and chain on, stuck it in a log, did probably 5-10 seconds of cutting and thought this is rubbish. Took the bar and chain off and I put it on my 038 Magnum. I don't have an 038 Magnum anymore. I swapped it for a Dalmar 152 from a mate. The 152 runs for about 10 minutes until it gets hot, and then you can't start it until it cools down again. So that was going to be another video, but that probably won't eventuate. Then I've got from the 381 John Surred. I got 630 mint. 630 mint. She sits on the shelf. Needs a replacement intake manifold, but I put Moto Seal in the cracks inside and out. It does run, but I don't want to take it cutting. I don't want to risk it. 625 Mark II in bits, needs bottom end rebuild. What happened there? Something's hit the back of the car. What are we talking about now? Still, 381. Then there's my Pharmatech supported MS 380, which is an 038 Magnum, just with flip caps. That's off its head. That'll probably stay with me. MS 311. It's only done about two and a bit tanks full of work. And then there's the 261. That's ported with the Chinese top end, the one that's on the channel. Favourite top handle? This one would have to be mine. I'm not sure if you've seen it. 110 or 120. I modified it, looked like a 35. The 35s are rare here. You know, the one with the little matchbox muffler and the non-chain brake side cover. I modified this one to look like it. I actually use this as a circular saw at home when I'm doing building stuff with timber. Just because there's less mucking around. If you use a circular saw, I've got to clamp a straight edge and measure from the, you know, draw your line, and you've got to follow your line. With a saw, you just go bam, straight down the line. Might not be a flush joint, but it's good enough for me. And the small steels, I've got the 193T 024, 026, 261. It's got a Chinese top end on it, ported extensively. Extensively without lathe work. So I've done pretty much the maximum I can do to it without sticking it on a lathe and taking the base of the cylinder down. We do have some 01011s as well. I've got one there that I could complete with an oil pump. The other two are missing the pumps because the pumps are rare. We've actually got one there. I've got to get some parts off for another bloke. He wanted them before Christmas, but I've been busy. Busy not doing much, but when I make the announcement, you will understand why I'm being busy. I just wished I'd filmed it. I didn't even have the phone on me. I left it in the car. Geez, I don't know if it's of how I'm situated. It probably is. 5 watching, yes. I believe my kids are 1. Or one of my daughters. I'm waiting for Das. He'll probably understand anyway. You know what I could see in the phone screen? I'm seeing the same thing twice. It's weird. Oh, actually, I could do that because I've got my new fandangle thing, eh? Now I can see myself a bit better. The fair reach to. So I can't start that, but I can try and start the Mac. 5 people watching, 2 thumbs up. There is a little bit of fuel in there. We'll see if she starts. It's generally good, this Mac. That's in how I got it conditioned. That's why it's still dirty. But I actually, on one of the lives, I did start it up and stick it in a log, but she cuts crooked because it's a hard nose. The nose is worn out. The chain's maxed out on the adjuster. It's got a Carlton chain on it. But I've got 6 NOS 10 or 12 inch bars in the packet still at home. Yeah, so I don't mind. If you're only cutting 2x4s and or 2x4s is the standard size. 2x4s and like the smaller version of the sleepers, what are they? They're, I think, 2.5, 5x3, something like that. You can cut them with this without it kicking out, but you can see how worn out she is, but it kind of matches the saw, in my opinion. Someone want I might fire up the 661 and let it do a auto tune on the ground. Seems to be the star of the channel anyway, this saw. This 661's received the most views, I believe, last time I checked. Triple port. Bar all over me. That's actually that's better for me to see the screen like that. We'll let a beat on. Yeah. I probably could. I could make a little side up for it. I couldn't get because I did one pipe originally. Sorry if you can't see it. I've done one pipe originally, and then I found out it needed more air, so I added the second one. That's why they're not side by side, like up close. There's a bit of a gap. But as you can see, she gets a bit hot. I think that might be leaking a bit there. It's melting that, unless it was like that when I got it. I got this all blown up. Oh, the whole story's on the channel. I get carried away and I start saying the stories over and over again on the live feed, and I've told them already on the channel in videos. Oh. 53 minutes. So what time does that make that now? I can't see the time. 7:30. So it was 1:30 when I got up here, roughly. So it'll be like 2:30. Sweet. That'd be 2:16 here then, I think. No, that can't be right. I got about till 4:30 anyway, so whatever time it is now. I may as well give you a look at the ported Super Pro 81. That's a good sign. Doesn't leak fuel. Only thing is the choke doesn't work. So I've got to take my homemade air filter out. Piece of felt. Pull the choke on. By the sound of that, it doesn't want to cooperate today. Yeah, it does. I didn't have the choke on properly. What do you think? The bloody bastard just went back into this tank. We'll have to take that back. Oh, there's no oil in it, which is why I reckon it's a bit iffy on the tune. Those starter screws aren't countersunk. That's why they keep coming loose. They're not the correct. They're not the correct screws that go in there. They're also rare here. Unless you can find a machine shop that'd be nice enough to turn you down a set. I forgot about that bar stud falling in there. No big deal. I'll have to take that. There's a bit of movement in that bearing. I'll have to take it off and re-lube it up because you can hear it when it's running, I think. Go up when you tighten that one top cover screw. It did. I'll have to watch back. I don't know, Jay, I only just built it, so this is the first real run it's actually got, apart from the last live. I didn't really run it for very long. Nice shirt.
Excuse me. How you doing?
All right.
Just riding up here before on the trail bikes, and me and the kid picked up an old flag. I went, you know what, I'm going to go back for that.
You're all right. I'm just like filming live on Yui.
What's that?
I'm just doing me live on YouTube.
Oh, sweet. How you going?
Not complaining. No, I'm not complaining. It's not the original idle screw either, I don't think, on this saw. Is it this saw? No, the 710. It's not the original idle screw.
Not what I thought when I saw a bloke out here by himself with a chainsaw. Like, he's cutting them up so they fit in the hole easier. Catch you, brother.
You all right? Only thing I could think of is when I put it like that, because it's not a full tank of fuel, it sucked. It went lean because it wasn't getting the full amount. This has got the wick pickup, but it's kinked. It's not kinked, but it doesn't go where it's supposed to sit. It sits kind of that way, not that way. Yeah, it was tipped up like that. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, moderator, please. Two seconds. I'll see if I can do it. Starter cover screws. Yeah, they're not countersunk. Weld the screwdriver to the fitting. Sorry, I missed that. Who's asking to be a moderator. I don't even know your name. My partner's a moderator. I think Darcy is too. Actually, Darcy is. I think he was the first one. I wonder if this 710 will cooperate today. It's a rather nice seat, this Pooth. Oh, there's not much fuel in it, but it might fire. Kill switch is backwards. Oh, actually, the kill switch is not operative in this. I think for me to cancel out the earth, the kill switch, because it starts and then stops. Honestly can't remember why she won't go. I did sort out the carb. Choke is on. That's the tune issue. I don't have a screwdriver with me. A smaller one. It ran mint before I put it in the car to do a live feed. I just don't know what's happened with it. 5 people now, sick. 2 thumbs up though. Whew. Hour and 9 minutes. I might have to reveal. If Darcy doesn't come in. Oh. I've only got one more to start, and that's the old blue. The red XL12, I can't start it. The flywheel's rubbing on the coil, I think. I haven't had the starter off to check it out yet. As I say, the saws have been in the boot now for however long it's been since I went out to the forest. Probably a week and a bit. Let's get the old blue out. Shouldn't take many pulls because it normally doesn't. Four. She's beast mode. And loud, as you can see. What does MMLSO mean? Caught fire through dirt and started sick. So, I don't know if you know, but the story on this one, it was gifted to me, but I asked the bloke if he'd pick it up for me and hand it to me at Saw Feast, and I'll give him the money then. He said happy birthday when it handed it to me. But on the bar, the chain, without taking the side cover off, you wouldn't know, but I turned it upside down when I got it. The chain was welded to the bar, so the drive links were cut right where the bar finished, and they were tacked on top and bottom. And on the bar, someone's written with a Sharpie the name of a TV show or a movie. I haven't Googled it yet to find out, but apparently this was used as a prop on either a TV show or a movie. So they've welded the chain to the bar so they could start running and rev it, but the chain doesn't do anything. So I need to find the bar because I still haven't got the bar off, like out of the box from when we moved, because I haven't needed it yet. So I'll have to read what it says and whatever I can decipher, because you can read 4 or 5 words and then the last one's kind of just readable. So I'll type it in and see what pops up, and I'll let you know. Whether it was a TV show series or an actual movie, I'll let you know. But I haven't Googled it yet. I know I've said that in the last few lives when I've had that saw out, but I haven't done it yet. When I get home, I forget. Sorry guys, I'm just scratching my feet. Flies have hammered them. I wonder what's going on. Why can't I see how much charge my phone's got now? I'd like to take the phone out of the car, but it might be all right there. No, there's still wind there. Because I'm looking up. If you're right in front of me, it'd be easier. Or if I just turn around, that'd be easier. Maybe move up there a bit. Darcy must be busy today. Building a barn. I wish I could build a barn, but I can't. I don't have enough room. So my backyard would be from here to where that wheel track is over my shoulder. It's 4 steps for me. It's about 4 metres. Yeah, 4 metres by the width of the house. That's my backyard. Oh no, my phone hold, my new thingo's falling apart. Well, I've made everyone wait long enough, I suppose. So I'm thinking about stopping the saws all together, or yeah, so I'm thinking about selling the saws, keeping what I want to keep to use every now and then. This one would be one. This one would be one. So all the yellow saws and all the red saws, home light in particular. And either starting a fishing channel, or if you guys like fishing and chainsaws, even better. I could kind of do the both, but the kids wanted to go fishing over the Christmas holidays, which we have. I didn't want to go because I knew it would reignite my favourite pastime, if that makes sense. So that's why I haven't been doing much with saws. I've been fishing. Went yabbing this morning, or crayfishing, crawfish, freshwater crustaceans. I can't say crayfishing because it's not season. It's actually yabbies. We call them yabbies. If you're Australian, you know what I'm talking about. Blue claw yabbies. I got, I reckon, 5 or 6 saws and anchors. I don't have a boat, so it's land-based until I get a boat, which will be a while. I did have a boat, but I sold it. Needed too much work, and then it wouldn't start. I tried a new starter solenoid. That didn't do anything. Tried the safety switch wire. That didn't do anything. Turns out just needed a new set of brushes, and that's all it needed. It was a half cabin. Forget the brand now. It had a 75 horsepower Chrysler on it. But yeah, land based, yeah, there's a lot of people that do it. It'll be majority freshwater fishing. I don't do much saltwater, and when I do, I don't catch anything worth watching. I believe that's just what I believe. If I do saltwater, it's normally at night time. The only thing is, it's probably only going to be, I could probably bust out 2 videos a week, possibly more, because there's a reservoir 2 k's from here. My house is 1500, it's about 500 metres to the reservoir. That's stocked with Murray cod, yellow belly, which is golden perch. If you want to Google the fish or wait till videos, I probably won't ever catch a cod. Probably won't ever catch a cod here. Be fun, mate, yeah. Yeah, I get what you mean. I could probably make it fun, but you've seen the Murray cod and the yellow belly. There's silver perch. Well, yellow belly's golden perch, and silver perch, they were protected species, but now they've bounced back. They grow to, I think their maximum size is about 55, 60 centimetres. If I've never seen one 60, I've seen a golden perch at 60. English perch, which is redfin. They're a pest fish, but you're allowed to release them. It's up to the angler's discretion. But I use bait. I can flick lures. Where I go down at the reservoir, there's always fish coming to the surface. I've always thought about it. I've always thought about it, but I don't really have the right lures, if so to speak, because all the lures I've got in my bag, they're for use in far north Queensland for jungle perch and sooty grunter, barramundi, all the ones that go crazy from top water. I've got poppers and stuff, but they're for like tropical fish, not here, although I could probably give them a crack. I don't really have a rod and reel set up for flicking lures. Well, I've got a rod, but I don't have the right line because I fish. I've got flies, I forget what they're called. They're black and red. I've had those in a fly, like a fly wallet. You built rods. Mad. I've got some rods that I need to get re-eyed. I've tried to do the tip ones, but they never stay on. I've got a vintage pen rod. I think it's an 8-foot single piece. It's possibly 8 to 12 kilo, something like that. It needs the tip guide replaced and the very first one down the bottom. It's missing the ceramic on the inside and the top aisle, it's gone. I want to get it fixed. Black red tail, yes. I've got 2 of those in a clear fly case. It's kind of like a wallet size. It's about that big. I've had them since I was maybe 15. So 24 years or something I've had those. Unused. I bought a reel, a rod, a fly rod. I've still got the reel with the backing and the floating line. But when my parents split up, my rod got left in the shed. All my fishing gear got left. I had the fold out seat with the back Hessian, like a old school Hessian backpack. Attached to the little fishing sheet, all these old Alvey sidecast reels, old vintage reels and stuff in there. The rods went. Yeah, I don't have anything, only those flies from when I was a kid fishing. The flies, I've got them out of the packet, put them in the wallet, and that's where they've sat for 24 or 5 years. I believe I still have them. I don't know. I'd have to go check it out. But yeah, it'll be majority freshwater fishing, hunting pest European carp. I can't really hunt them at the reservoir because there's not many there. I was told there's none in there at all, but I caught one the other night. About 55 centimetres. It would be a good video, but I don't know how to do it. If I did, I'd fix it myself, but yeah, I don't know. I'd have to get some lessons or something. I mean, I can arrow dye a new tip guide, but that's about it. I can't tie and untie and re-gloss. You'll teach me. That'll be alright. That would be alright. I've got the pen rod. My partner's rod needs a new tip guide. I think I've got another one there that needs 1 or 2 fixed. Yeah. That'd be sick. It's an hour and a half. Already made one of those. I made a homemade rod holder for the bull bar on my car. They're easy. It's just 4 pieces of pipe on a flat bar, 2 U-bolts, done. I'll show you all the gear I use when I eventuate to that. There's a possibility I can make a video tonight. I'm hoping Kieran wants to go fishing after 5 o'clock. That's why I keep asking what the time is. She's out catching Pokemon and doing raids and stuff, and I'm here doing this live. I got a ban because I've been spoofing. 1x3 timber called. 75 by 25. I've got a rod holder at home in the garage. My mate built it, and I think it holds 18 rods or something. It's just it's a 2x4, 2 pieces on top of each other. He's cut the holes for the rods to sit in, and then those little clamps on top, and you push your rods into it. It holds, I think, 18 rods. Might be more. 18. Is it 9 and 9? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 18 rods it holds. So I've got 9 kids rods. Little Jarvis Walker combos. They're about 5 foot. Yeah, there'd be 9 of them. They're all across the back. I think I've got 18 rods. Sun doesn't know what it wants to do today. Where'd everyone go? Mention fishing and they go. Yeah, I've got one of those. It's 25 by 75. 1x3 timber. We're in millimetres. 25 by 75. Oh, wrapping guides. Sits on the, yeah, okay. I don't have a bench. That's another thing that's prohibiting me from doing any saw work. I don't have a workbench. I was going to make one out of pallets, but I haven't got around to it. Kitchen table. Yeah, I could do it inside if that's... I could do it inside. It's too hot to do it in the garage, but if you need heat, then I could... I've watched people wrap them with the cotton, the eyes, the eyelets for the rods. Tailgate would be cool. Yeah. What? Yeah, I'll have to... Yeah, I could do it on the tailgate of the ute. Obviously my kids are watching. Tensioner for thread, spool and cup hooks. I've watched someone on YouTube fixing rods. That's possibly you if you've put videos up. I honestly can't remember. Might have been tying flies. Can't remember. I wouldn't mind doing some fly fishing because there's trout here. But you can catch trout on worms as well, so. I just, yeah. I have to go to a lake to practice. Or a dam somewhere. I can't really practice out. Where I was yabbing, it's not big enough. Like, to get the hang of it. "93 minutes. So it's about 3 o'clock to 3:30. Can't check. Cannot check. Oh yes I can. We're still charging and it is, I don't know what time. The time doesn't come up but it shows me I'm charging. Should have brought the other phone. Well, yeah. Three here, 4 o'clock, 5 to 4 already. Sydney. Yeah, same time here, I think. Yes, Sydney is. Queensland isn't. 4 o'clock. Sweet. I've only got to get a handful of yabbies and stuff to go fishing and get the worms out of the fridge. I think I've still got some in the fridge, yes. And corn, sweet corn. I better ask her if she wants to go first, because it's so 5 o'clock till 9 o'clock's that's the bite window for yellow belly yabbies. Y-A-B-B-Y. That's actually I-E, yabbies. Crawfish, I think you guys call them, fresh water. Not the spiny cray fish, crawfish. They got the nippers. Shrimp. I haven't eaten a shrimp. I haven't been game enough, but I might do a video if I can get some. Australia Day long weekend. I'm hoping to get up to where we went the other day. That was insane fishing. I might try and make a little video out of it. Kieran filmed about 55 seconds of me reeling in a European carp. I think it was the smallest one of the day. So I'll have to come up with a title for the channel. Unless I just add it at the back of it, end. Brendo's going to send it SEUS and fishing. Or, because I've still got SEUS I want to run with Darcy in 2 months' time. Roughly 2 months' time. The collection area is open at the 1st of March. They do. I haven't eaten yabbies since I can't remember. I can't remember the actual last decent feed of yabbies I've had, like a decent, 10 or 20, roughly enough to get a taste. Not to fill your gut on them, but I can't remember. I reckon I was probably 18, 19. So that's 20 years ago, roughly, or probably longer, actually. The last time I went, we didn't get enough, so we put them back. Then the time before that, we got enough, but they got out of the bucket. They climbed up the aerator tube and got out of the bucket, and I don't know where they went. They must have dug a hole in the backyard or something. So I've got about 6 or 7 roughly at home that I could cook up right now or tonight, just to reacquaint myself with the taste. And then a lot of people have got videos on them, but I might do my own videos. May as well. Because the fishing was the first thing I did. My grandfather took me, I reckon I was about 3 years old, to the mid-north coast of New South Wales in Australia. We had a little packet of sea worms, beach worms. It's a little Cryovac bag. It's about that big. You get about 2 or 3 in it, and you only need a little bit to fill the hook. I remember casting it out and just winding it back in, and there was a fish on the end of it every cast. I remember that plain as day. So fishing was the first thing I ever did, apart from playing golf, because my dad plays golf every day. He put a golf club in my hand when I could walk, and I pretty much played golf every day up until I was 22. I injured my left shoulder. Now I don't play anymore. That's why I've put on all this weight. So I used to, I actually pushed the buggy, or the cart, golf cart, around. I used to play when I was at school 4 days a week. So Saturday, Sunday. 3 days a week. Wednesday was sport day at high school. I used to play sport, golf. I'd do 1 term of golf, 1 term of gym, 1 term of golf, 1 term of gym. And all I did in the gym was work the muscles that needed to be worked to better the game of golf. And then once I injured myself, all the sports stopped. So basketball, netball, golf. I still can play golf, but I'm in a lot of pain from here to there. After 5 holes or something, I got pain. But if I want to push through, I can push through. Badminton. Yeah, big golf, man. I haven't played for 5 years. Yeah. I haven't played for 5 years. No, it'd be longer than that, 5.5 years at least. I haven't played, so yeah, all the sports stopped, and all the kids came. For everyone that doesn't know, I think there's 7 kids in the house at the moment. The oldest has another week off his Christmas break in the army, then he goes back to base next weekend. Then there'll be 6. I think there's 6 kids in the house. No, 7. There's 8 actually. 8 kids in the house at the moment. Lauren, Jarvis, Kiara, Trinity Justice area. There's 7 kids in the house at the moment. When one of the boys' girlfriends there is 8. 7 kids in the house. So yeah, all the kids came along. Fishing's been... That's what, yeah, well, you want me to rename it, or do you want me to add fishing on the end? You reckon that'll be... It's one extreme to the next, isn't it? SEUS to fishing. I was thinking... Maybe I need to think a bit more. Going to send it SEUS and fishing, or do I rename it? There's still going to be SEUS. That's, well, there's still at least another 10 or more videos to do with SEUS, the ones that I've built that I haven't ran yet, cut with. There's actually a lot. So do I keep it SEUS and fishing, or fishing and SEUS? Because I can actually do fishing pretty much every day. Well, not pretty much. If I finish work at like 2 o'clock and I'm home at 4, I could go down at 5 and I could still do a video a day. I just don't know how it'll be with the phone. I might have to get something else. Something a bit discreet, like a GoPro or something, mounts the hat, or I don't know. Oh, that hurt. Put that there out of the way. Just hit my saw part. Hit my saw on the handlebar, it hurt. So, for everyone, Australia Day long weekend is the 26th, 27th, 28th of this month. Chest harness. I don't think it'll fit. I could have got one like real cheap. Chest harness. I reckon on top of my head. Like a headlamp. You know, like because I use those night fishing. I put the head torch on and it clicks down. I click it down so I can see what I'm doing with the bait and stuff. It might interfere with... I mean, I can still do night fishing videos for you guys if... Well, you can't really see much, but I'll have lights watching the rod tips and all that. I'm going to have to thoroughly think about it, because when I go, generally my missus comes with me, or if she can't be bothered, maybe one of the girls will come with me. They're a bit impatient. They can't leave the rod out and wait for bites. They just walk off. They walk off, they get bites, and then they miss the fish, and I'm running backwards and forwards and stuff. But yeah, the long weekend, I think we're packing I think we're taking the camper up to this spot we're at on the Broken Creek. What day did we go there? Thursday we went up there. I'm hoping to get back there because that was just insane fishing. even though it was only European carp, but they're fun to catch, and we're taking them out of the water at the same time. So I'm hoping to get back up there, the actual spot. I don't know if we can put the camper there, but we're going to have a look. If we can't go there, then we'll find somewhere to put the camper and we'll just drive to that fishing spot. Or that spot that we made a fishing spot. I think we're there 3 hours and we pulled out 14 fish in that time. Was it 4 hours? No, it wasn't 4 hours. 3 hours. 3 hours. Just shy of 3 hours we were there. We pulled out 14 fish on bait caught right there. Yabbies and shrimp. It's pretty hectic. A car just drove past me there, and I could hear him can you hear that? Throwing rubbish. Out of their car. You can't see them, but I can hear it. Yeah, so I've got an idea of my channel icon picture, you know, my one now is going to sounds like fun. Can't wait. I can't wait either if we're going up there. I know it's only, what's the date today? 15th. It's 11 days away. So if we're going, we'll be going the 25th afternoon. I'm hoping. It's only 2 hours. So from the actual spot to our house is 3 hour drive. Or 2 hours and 40 minutes, 45 minutes, something like that. Going the way we came home, because when we went, we just jumped in the car and headed towards Sydney on the Hume Freeway. Because there's lots of rivers and lakes and all that up that way. But we got about an hour and a half away from home, and I said, oh, I forgot the worms. And Kieran goes, what are we going to do now? I said, oh, well, we could go into Seymour and get the worms that we used over the Christmas break. We can buy some from there. Or we can go into Ngambie and get it from there, and we'll go have a look for some spots there, but it was too flooded. The current was too fast. The road down to where another spot we know that was flooded, so we just turned around and headed towards Murchison. I said, we'll go have a look at the Waranga Basin. That's a big, it's a big lake, but I think it was the site of an old mine. I think, I'm not 100% sure. The water's crystal clear. The only thing is, to get to where the fish are, you've got to walk out to waist deep water, stand in the water and fish. So we tried from the bank. We'll cast it into probably shin deep water, something like that, just between your knee and your ankle. So between in that area. So you never know, there might be a fish might come through, because they go into shallows to feed, basically. So we cast our rods out. We sat there for an hour and a half. Nothing happened. So we wound it in. It was windy as well, like worse than today. And I wanted to go to the boat ramp. The only thing is, there's 6 boat ramps, and one of them's private, so I don't know which boat ramp exactly it was. So we just went here. That looked all right. wasn't deep enough, nothing was happening, so we wound our rods in and I said, let's head for the Broken Creek. Kieran said, where's that? I said, you just follow this road we'll go look here. You can get to the river another way, like the same river. Fishing a couple of days after New Year's Day, I think it was the 3rd actually it was New Year's. Two days before New Year's Eve, I think it was, or New Year's Day. It was between Christmas and New Year's. The same river, it runs approximately 500 k's, we'll say. So it said, just sit on this road and keep going straight, because as soon as you get to the bend, the river's right there in front of you. So we kept driving. It was only 27 minutes from Waranga Basin. We come to the river. The river was high, but we could drive down into this part where you can just park your car and the river's right there. So I got a rod out that already had the worms still on it from the Waranga Basin. They were still alive, big scrubbies. Cast it in, put it in my rod holder, and I sat there, and it was straight away, it was getting bites. I said, oh, we're getting bites. She goes, oh, I'll wait in the car until we catch a fish. I said, rightio. So I sat there, and I sat there, and I sat there, and I hear some commotion on the water. I got up, and the European carp were right in the grass where the water's come up over the bank and into the grass. So the river's, it's probably 2 foot deeper than normal where we were. And the carp are like eating something out of the grass. So I grabbed my landing net, try and catch one, and they got away. So I just got another rod out of the back of the car that had the worms on it, and I sat it there and I hooked onto a fish. But it snapped the line at the hook, because it was a circle hook. So I went and re-rigged it, casted it in the same spot, and then I caught the fish again. And then Kieran got out. We pulled out eight from that spot. The river was rising a foot every hour, so the road in was almost fully covered in water by the time we decided to leave. This was 1 p.m. and I said, let's head for Echuca. I actually had Broken Creek right at a spot I thought would be mint on the Google Maps. I hit directions. We went through Echuca. Kieran wanted to have a look at the old punt and go to the toilet. We had a look at the old punt, which is like a ferry. You could fit 2 cars in it, and it used to go across the river. She had a look at that, went to the toilet, and then we went to the waypoint that I clicked on the Google, and we went out there. You could go, there's a road left or a road right. We went left first, but it turned out the second half of that road was underwater, and it was the entrance to someone's property, but it's an actual street, kind of ends at the gateway. So we went back out, went down there. There's a homemade picnic table or something on the side of the road there. Kieran turned around. I said, we'll go there. Kieran said, oh, I'm hungry. Did you see anywhere in town that sold food? I said, oh, hang on, I'll Google it. I did see one place, but I typed it in on Google. I said, the first one that comes up, I said, that's the one we go to. So we went into town. It's kind of the post office, bank, takeaway, like a fish and chip shop. service station, all in one. Actually is the post office and was a grocery shop, post office, bank, servo, and a pizza and fish and chips shop all in one. And you could also buy fishing tackle and stuff, and some camping stuff there as well. So we got some food and a drink and some snacks for a packet of chips and something else for the drive home. Then we went back to the spot and fished 2.5 hours, and it was quiet for the last 20 minutes that we were there, right on between twilight and dark. It was just busy between 5:30 and 8:30. 3 hours of solid fishing. It was off its head. Cast your rod out and it floats down with the current. As soon as it stops there, you're getting bites. You're either getting bites or your rod's going to go in the water. Yeah. So that's the story. So that's the plan, to go back to that exact same spot for the Australia Day long weekend. I don't know what I just bit on, but it was in my mouth. It doesn't taste very good though. So catch and cooks, I can do those, or we could do those, depending on. Don't ask me to ever eat a carp, because I won't be doing it, I don't reckon. Yabbies, shrimp, crays. Only thing is I don't get, with my job, I can't. Well, I can make plans and then not work, but if I get asked to work and I don't have plans, I can work weekends. The only days I get off really are public holidays. So I'll be busy, hopefully up until winter, but we can't do crayfishing until winter, freshwater cray. I have caught one on a bait trap, collapsible bait traps. They're like a rectangle with a square with two funnels, and you can push it closed, clip it shut, and then you just undo the clips and it flings open. It's got a little zip pocket you put your bait in, and a big zip to get the shrimp out. I've got 2 new ones of those coming, I believe. Yes. Yabbies can go into those, bait size or ones that you can eat. We got on the shrimping, it'll be all included. If I'm at a river, like I'm talking about, that it's got to be flowing water, no shrimp. I haven't seen a shrimp in lakes or dams here. They like flowing water, so you've got to go to a creek or a river to get shrimp. I can do, if and when I require more yabbies for bait, I've got enough to last years at the moment, because I've got them from just hatched up until that big, and then anything other than that, bigger than that, I'm eating. But I can do a video of that once the 2 new ones come. I'll get some decent bait to catch the yabbies with. I've been using trout head and trout. I got trout head and tails. I've thrown them in the dam this morning because was told, well, before I come here actually. Do shorts on the gear. It's not that flash. But thanks for the ideas. I've got... So, if you don't mind looking at dead fish, I've got plenty of photos to put on the community page. I got that. It's about 55 seconds, the video that my partner filmed of me bringing in one of the European carps. Do you reckon I make that into a short, or do I make it a video with the end result before we leave? How many fish we caught? YouTube might not like that because they're all dead. Euthanized. I might just put the short up. Am I talking too much? Everyone's gone. One person. Just Jay here watching. Chest. Oh, for the cell phone. Yeah. I was going to say, it's going to have to be interactive, because if I use that, I've got to cart it around everywhere. I'll probably make something for that mount for the phone, but then I can't take photos, so I'm going to have to get a cheap trail camera or something. What are they called? It's only 55 seconds. Yeah, the photos are dead. Deceased carp. They are a pest, but yeah. I think it's swearing free. I'll have to listen to it again. Can't remember. Yeah. What are we at? Ooh, I'll have to go shortly. Go fishing. Might start these saws once more and put them away when I switch them off, and I might have to wrap it up because I reckon it's nearly time to go fishing. The wind will be against us today. What was that? The wind will be against us today, but the bite window sound would be an issue with GoPro. I actually watched two people that do fishing channels with GoPros, and one of them has bad audio. The most reliable top handle McCulloch that's probably ever in the world. I've got a couple of them. This won't start without the choke. I can chat to Nick directly on the Discord, I believe. Yeah, I can't put the front nut on because the stud's fallen into the tank. I'll have to sort that out. I've got 2 months or so to sort that out. She'll be right. I'll sit that there and the Neotech can go on the back seat. That saw makes the horses go mental, and they're 600 metres away. There's a truck coming. I believe it's going to come up here and tip off some rubbish. I don't know if you can see it. Right there is a couple of piles of concrete. Slabs broken up. Yeah, that truck's coming this direction, I reckon. I'm going to catch him on video dumping illegally. If I just put it there like that. So I can't start the 070. I'll put it away. That truck's coming this way. Gonna dump illegally. Won't do it when you know someone's here filming. Oh, look out! There's a truck coming to dump. Got no credit. Oh, I'm here. Nice saw. Oh look. They're going to dump illegally. They're not Aussies, I can tell you that much. I'm still alive, Das. Zoom in and get that rego. They won't do it because I'm sitting here, you watch. Passenger's sitting there staring at me. They get paid to take this material. I'm actually going very shortly. Now you hear, yeah. Maybe read the comments if you can. Sounded like an issue with the GoPro. Yeah, talk to Nick. Nice saw. Which one? 070? Or the 81? Or the old blue? Only 2 thumbs up. I reckon I've had 12 people in here today. Wonder where that truck went. I bet you went a different way. They get paid to take that dirt to tip sites. Unless they're doing cashies for someone. 3 thumbs up, that's better. So basically, Das, I've announced I'm most probably selling all the saws except for the yellow and the red ones. And either integrating saws and fishing, or I do just a fishing channel. I knew it was going to happen as soon as we went out there. I've been probably 10 times since then. And I'm hoping to go when Kieran gets back from raiding. Went yabbing this morning. I got them from babies, like just hatched, up to 5 or 6 I can eat, and in between those are bait for bait size. So from 5 till 9's the bite window for yellow belly down at the res. Hoping to get another one. I got one in the freezer. I want 2 or 3 more. 2, probably another 2 for me and Kieran to get a feed. I've got enough to cook for myself, yabbies. The old sun's eluding us. Tomorrow will be probably a good day, but I've got to see what's going on with the car. It doesn't sound very healthy. It's got a knock. It's got a knock, but I reckon it's a bolt-on knock, not an engine knock, because the engine runs mint. So yeah, I better kick my chair out of the way, because it was dumped up here. And mosey on home and get a couple of rods ready. Maybe think of my new name if I have a new name on here, or I add it to Saws End Fishing. Because I still want to run the ones I haven't run if I don't sell them between now and then. Well, the ported saws I won't be, unless someone on YouTube. Straight fishing. Keep 084. Thought about that last night. I will give you the bits you require because I'll never get mine finished. About that, yeah. I'll just give you the clutch and the drive cup. I think it's a cup. Wait, I've got a clutch, you've got the cup. I've got the worm gear. And oil pump. So I'll just give you the bits you need for the 084 and then we can both... I can video me using it for the first time and whatever when we do the rest of these saws. Yeah. I'll be keeping all the Macs. Post them up. Saw page. Yeah. Because I'm not where I expected I'd be by now doing saws, but I might as well go back to my favourite pastime, which is fishing. It's the first thing I ever did when I was 3 years old. I said the story earlier on in the live feed. The first thing I did, then it was golf when I could. It was probably golf first actually, because Dad plays every day. But fishing, fresh water mainly, until this thinking about getting a boat. So, well, Karen said she wants to buy a boat this year. But I've got to get my licence. Bit boring, cutting wood. Kids don't even, nah. Nah, I'll get in trouble if I start at home. Oh, it's too noisy. So I'll come up here and I'll just do it up here. Oh, I didn't start the XL2 again. Start that up and I'll have to wrap her up. Me, not... Did this want to start without choke? Probably shouldn't be starting that without bar oil in it because it's an auto pump, I believe. What did I miss? 2 seconds. I'll have to go home and make another coffee. Yeah. Cheap. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because this 3.5 weeks every year just kills us. Flat broke right now. We're actually, well, minus. I'm minus. Be close to $2,000, I reckon. Minus, because annual leave pay doesn't pay everything, so we're minus. That's why I've got homemade coffees today. Went yabbing this morning that was on dead fish and the fish guts and stuff from the trout and that as bait. It doesn't work as well. It does work, but it attracts more small yabbies than big ones. And five and a half years ago, or whatever it was, Christmas 2018, I had to sell 3/4 of the collection to pay bills, which is seems every 5 years. I haven't sold any, but I've announced it. Stills, Huskies, and that'll probably go. The Solo Rex and Pioneer 650, the R435. What happened with your ribs? Yeah, that's a joke. We shouldn't have to pay. It's the government getting all their money back from COVID. It's got to be what it is. You know what? I locked my phone by accident, pulling it out of the holder. I'll get out of this wind. See if I can dodge all this rubbish. People probably think I'm here dumping, but I'm actually doing a video. Why is the fan on? Listen. Oh, I haven't even had the car running and it's flat. Far out. Oops. She won't be finished for another 15 minutes. What a joke. What? Something wrong with this car, there's got to be. They've had an issue with 5 years, 6 years. Nothing's turned on, the keys weren't even in the ignition. Must be the alternator then, making that noise, I don't know. Oh look, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $2. $2 worth of cans and bottles dumped right there. $2.10. Oh, what did I miss? Got to change that setting again. Grab them. Don't want to grab them. Between your ribs, separated two and bow between them is sore. Far out. Go away. Got to turn that off because I'm sitting in the car. There we go. Broken bones before, and this pain is way worse. Sore up. Why is the picture so good in here when I'm sitting in here? It's like very bright. Can't work it out. The car's been sitting in the driveway since Monday. Drove down the street, got coffee, come home, parked it. Got into the car, started it to come here. Now it won't start. And I've got to go to work in 2 days. Tuesday. Might have to plug the battery charger into it. Up to it. Yeah. I had the phone plugged in at the back. That port's got power to it constantly. But it's been plugged in since Monday. The phone charger, not nothing else. All the lights were off, the windows are down, only the boot was open, but the interior lights were off. I can't work it out. Now I'm stuck here. There's nothing on. The key was out of the ignition. It's only when I come up here to do this it does that. But if I drive it to work, it starts every time. I don't know. It's been sitting in the driveway since Monday, so with that charger still plugged in. Don't know. I'll have to message you though. I didn't have a problem at the forest. Phone was plugged in on that day. Maybe it needs a new battery. 5 years. Alternator. It's making a clunking. Like it's the timing chain rubbing on something, but if you rev it, it goes away. And if you look at the new idle pulley I put on it, it's bouncing like this. I don't know. It's got to be a bolt-on that's making the racket. It's probably the alternator, but I hope not, because it's like $500 something. Can't afford anything. I can't even register the ute, even though it leaks oil, motor oil like a sieve. I can't. Up shit creek. Alternator. Yeah. So, well, yeah, I don't know. It was mint until I had to put I put the new serpentine belt on it, and then it started making this racket and squealing when you turn the wheel. So then I put the new put the new bloody belt tensioner on it, and the pulleys, sent me the wrong one. I put the bolt through the thingo. Ever since then, I've been having issues. Never had to touch the car up until that point. No. No, I don't. They probably wouldn't want any of mine anyway. What's the time now? I'll probably have to finish this to let Kieran know. It's 8 minutes. I might have a dart or something while I'm waiting. What?